everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun project video I'm going to be giving you guys an updated shop tour to kick off 2022. I hope you all had a great Christmas and Happy New Year. I know I did. I got to spend time with family and loved ones that I don't normally get to see throughout the year because of busy life schedules and everything. But it was so fun to relax and just enjoy each other's company and go hang out with people that I don't normally get to hang out with, as I said, because everyone is busy. But I'm very happy for this year of making and creating out in the workshop. I hope you will still continue to join me on the journey and subscribe if you haven't. I will say this, if you did not see last year's shop tour video that I posted in January of 2021, please pause this video now and go back and watch that, because a lot has changed out here in the workshop. New tools have come in, I've rearranged some things, a lot of things have remained the same. But I'm really excited to show it to you guys, and the only way I know how to do this type of video is to take the camera off the tripod and kind of freehand everything. So I do apologize for people that might have motion sickness. If there's any sudden movements, I'm going to apologize in advance for that, because I am no filmographer when it comes to freehanding. I prefer doing the tripod and standing here like I'm doing now. But what I'm going to do now is turn the camera off, take it off the tripod, and go outside, and we will start at the door. Alright, let's head into the workshop. This workshop is 12 foot wide by 26 foot long, about the same size of a one-car garage. My grandfather built this shop years and years ago from the ground up. It's all his designs. The work tables here are his designs. And usually when I come into the workshop, I make a beeline for my Delta Machinery 20-inch variable speed scroll saw. This is where I do 80% of my work, and it is the workhorse of the workshop. You can tell that I spend most of my time here. I've got everything in the back decorated just where I could stick something I did to give it a little bit of character. When my grandfather passed and I got back into woodworking around 2013, I began making these scroll saw compound cut keychains, and they turned out to be very popular. Here's one that says my name, Artisan Pirate, and then here's one that says Myrtle Beach. Of course, that's my favorite place to go to. You see a Myrtle Beach postcard back there. I can say without ego or anything, I've probably made, gosh, probably 500 of these. They're all individually hand cut. There is no machine that can mass produce these. All of them are unique to the wood and unique to the designs. So if you've got like a special name or a unique name with a different spelling and I made the keychain, just know that there's one of those in the whole world. So that's real unique. I think it is appropriate for us to start over here at the door. Behind the door is my beautiful retro Godzilla poster, which I really love. I love the old classics. Panning over is my grandfather's old workhorse of a drill press, and this thing is cast iron. It is a beast. It works great. It does have a light on it, but I never use that in my videos because with the clear packing tape I attach my patterns with, it never comes out good on film. There's always a glare on it, so it does have a light, but I just never use it. But it's a beast of a tool, and it served my grandfather for years and now serving me. Really, really cool. There's my Wi-Fi extender back there. Gotta have Wi-Fi out here for some tools and doing the social media post. Just panning around at stuff. There's my hardware bins right there, and I know some people's gonna say something about it being so close to the stovepipe, but nothing back there gets real hot. I mean, I've got a wood fire going now, and yeah, I can feel the heat, but by the time you get here, everything is nice and smooth to the touch, and it's not hot. Coming on around, you see some more stuff I've just put up there just to decorate. There's my Lowe's Craftsman weed eater and leaf blower, the 20-volt line that Lowe's offers. And again, with it being that close to the stovepipe, none of this has got hot. It's just very like lukewarm to the touch. Everything is good here. Here is the iconic sticker swap sticker box inspired by Steve Carmichael's sticker swap spinners that he has in his shop. And I apologize about my voice. I do have some just seasonal congestion, so I'm going to stop periodically and get a sip of water to rest my throat a minute, but it's just that time of year for it. I think it's went around enough now for you guys to have seen a lot of the stickers on there. Panning over, we have the scroll saw display wall that now has CNC and laser stuff on it, as well as a couple 3D printed things. All of this stuff on this wall was made by me, and you can really tell a progression of skill level in pieces. Like, one of my favorite pieces is this twin dragon piece here with the cross. I made that when I was around 15 or 16, when I was really getting a feel for the scroll saw. I can't remember who designed the pattern, but it's always up there, and you can tell between that and one of my more recent pieces, like this life story piece that everybody loves, how my skill has progressed as a woodworker and craftsman. But really, really cool. Always a talking point when I have friends over, or when family comes over, they'll always look for something new. One of my more recent pieces is this shine sign, and this was my first hybrid piece where I actually done the cutout of the word and the decor on the scroll saw, but then I laser engraved the jug there, and I really liked how that turned out, so I'll probably be doing more of those projects in the future. And speaking of laser, that is a major upgrade this time around for the shop tour. This is the longer Ray 5 laser engraver. They sent this to me for free for me to do a product review, and then they allowed me to keep it. I have made a bunch of little projects on it yet, nothing major yet, like a few logos and badges and what I'll use as refrigerator magnets, but it comes out good. This is in ambrosia maple. Really, really cool. It came out real good, nice and crisp. And I've even cut out some stuff out of cardboard. So this is just regular cardboard box that I cut a piece and laid it down, and I've done this design, which is a Steve Good Amazing Grace cross. But really, really cool that it can do that. Would be great to make templates. I always wear my safety goggles or safety glasses to protect my eyes from the laser. You see I glued a couple pirate flags there, and there's my exhaust fan for sucking out the smoke and the fumes. And then I have this USB powered fan that is connected to my Windows 10 laptop there, where I do all the designing and everything on. So that is what I do that for, use that laptop for primarily, to run the laser. But the good thing about this laser, unlike other lasers of this variety, it does have a SD card slot where you can program your stuff in the house on like a big desktop or whatever, put it on a card, put the card in, and then hit go on the machine. So the machine does not have to always be connected to a computer. I just have it out here for ease of use to drag and drop files. But really, really cool. That's just a little Amazon vent fan I got for like $20, $25 or something like that. Can't remember. But you just pull the chain and the flap in the back opens, and it does a great job of pulling out all the fumes. And speaking of these tools and paints here, people last year were so concerned about the wood stove here, which heats the shop. And I have so many memories around this wood stove. If I'd ever move, this wood stove and my grandfather's workbench here would go with me. I don't care if I'd have to take the workbench apart. I am a pirate, but not all treasure is silver and gold. So many memories around this wood stove, drinking coffee with my grandfather. But people were concerned about the heat. Again, the lasers here and everything, and I mean, everything's just still cool to the touch. The wood stove does a great job of keeping the shop warm. But I did invest in a little fire extinguisher. A lot of people were concerned about that last year. Here is the lathe in the same place it was last year, with my Harbor Freight lathe chisels and a few examples of goblets I've made. I hope to get into pin turning and maybe small bowl making this year. Here is something else that's new in the workshop, and that is this rigid belt and spindle sander that oscillates, meaning it goes up and down to keep the sandpaper nice and cool and to also reduce burn marks. I've just got this piece here that I recently cut out. I don't have a spot to display it yet, but it's really cool and I want to get it displayed. This is also a Steve Good design. But really cool. My mom got this for me for my birthday. Thank you, Mom. And I really love it. If I'm just going to come over here and just quickly sand something, I won't bother hooking up the shop vac to it. But if I'm going to be standing here sanding a few projects at a time, and I know I'm going to be here a while, I'll put the dust mask on, move this over to the table saw, and hook the shop vac up to the back of it. My grandfather's Craftsman router with a Sears Craftsman 2 horsepower router in the table, but really cool. This is a tool I really want to start unlocking more possibilities of and learning how to really use it. I mainly use it now to just put round overs or a decorative edge on bases of things I make. We are now back over here to the scroll saw, and above it is just some collections of things I've picked up along the way. My spirit bottles are there. My childhood teddy bear's watching over everything with safety glasses on, and he is all ready for spring. He's ready with the St. Patrick's Day hat on. There is the trophy I won for my pirate cosplay at a Comic-Con. There I am fully dressed up as the pirate. I don't have everything on in that photo. It was just a quick photo shoot, but really cool. My Pop's done that for me. Thank you, Pops, for that. I do those pirate gigs to put smiles on people's faces and everything, go to community events, just do photo ops with people, but really cool. Got my plasma ball over here with my grandfather's old radio, and here's something real cool. He put a piece of tape here to know where his favorite radio station was, so he could just dial it in real quick, and I've never touched that or removed it. Here are speakers that are wired to an old classic iPod, but really cool. I've got music going all the time when I'm out here working. Here is the Jaws movie poster scroll saw project that I designed, but really cool. I really loved how that turned out. I made 2 of those, and a friend got the other one, but really cool. And stepping back is the sticker swap sticker wall, and this is my wall of motivation, but really cool. I have made contacts with people all over the world and swapped stickers and traded with them, but really cool, really awesome. And I thank everyone who's traded stickers with me or just asked to have a sticker that didn't have a sticker. I still sent them one. Here is my childhood Lionel O-gauge train. It's got something wrong in the motor now. I want to get it fixed, and if I find out it would be more to fix it than it's worth, I might end up building a case to display it in, because there's so many memories with this train. I'm slowly getting back into model trains. Here is a current project I'm working on. Of course, this is my workbench where I assemble everything. I'm working on this rustic bear portrait. The pattern came from the Scroll Saw Village website, but I noticed how this 1/4 inch plywood I get at Lowe's is two-toned. So I stack cut 2, and I flipped the offcuts around on one, so I really want to do something with this, but I don't know how I'm going to finish it yet. A heater, of course, got to have heat out here during the winter. And then here's my Craftsman cordless collection of my V20 tools. Really cool, the chargers and all, and then the bag that I can throw stuff in and just take off with it in the truck or the car or something. Here is my folding clamp and workbench from Harbor Freight. I use this all the time outside. Speaking of trains, you hear the one going by. But I put my thickness planer on this when I'm outside to get it more level with me. Here is my scrap bin, and it is overflowing. I am a wood hoarder. I can't help it. I always think I can use a piece of wood for something. And here's a pattern I've printed out. That's also a Steve Good design. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I think I want to cut this out. Here is my grandfather's 16-inch Delta bandsaw. This served him well for years making things, and it runs great. It takes an 82-inch blade, and I usually go to Lowe's to pick them up. This is another tool I'd love to unlock more potential with, because I know so much can be made with a bandsaw, just like the router, but mainly right now I use it for just ripping down 1/4 inch plywood to make my stock for the scroll saw with, or trim my keychain blanks, which are 1-inch squares. I trim them out on here as opposed to going to the table saw. And here is my grandfather's memorial area. There's me and my grandfather. Unfortunately, I don't have a photo of him with me as an adult. As he got older, he just didn't like pictures. Unfortunately, there's his hat, glasses, original Sears Craftsman hammer and tape measure. He was a member of the Beekeepers Association, and he was also a rabbit breeder. He reached championship level. That center trophy there, that's the tallest, that's going up into the rafters, is the world title. He won it 3 times, and then the last time he won it, they said just keep the trophy, don't bother bringing it back, because he just kept winning it. He was real good at what he done. Replica wrestling belt, I've just got hung up there. I used to be a die-hard wrestling fan, and I just got that up there because it was just in a storage tote, and I wanted it out to where people could see it. An anime banner there. I love Japanese cartoons and animation. I love watching One Piece. Little DuckTales, Scrooge McDuck. That was one of my favorite cartoon shows growing up. And here is my table saw. This is the Cobalt one. I got this at Lowe's. I think I got it for around, gosh, I want to say $200, maybe $180. It was a Father's Day sale, and I went there and picked it up. I had the extra money, and I needed a table saw as opposed to the one my grandfather had out here that I still have in storage. But also Maker 238 sent me this gripper push block, and I really appreciate that and using it. And I also have my custom push block here that gets chewed up, and when it gets chewed up, you just replace the 2x4 in the foot, and you can keep pressure all the way through. But that was my design, and I use that for years and years. I still use it occasionally when I need to, when using the gripper. Here is my tripod. Nothing fancy at all. I just put the camera there. The camera I'm using is a Sony from Walmart, and it's just a basic handy cam. So right here is usually where I have the camera when I'm talking to you guys on my intros and outros. But as of course I'm doing this free-handed, I got the camera in my hand. Here is another hardware bin right here that was given to me, and I've got it hung up there. There is a old table saw blade of mine with the Maker Faire Burlington sticker on it, and I went around that event. I was helping out. I had my stuff displayed there at a vendor booth, but I also went around in secret and got 2 of these done. Everyone that participated and volunteered helping out signed it, and I really miss the Maker Faire and wish it would come back, as well as the Maker Space that used to be here in Burlington. Really miss those memories, but that's just something to showcase everything. I made one of these table saws for me, and I made one for the owner of the local makerspace, and he displayed it proudly until the store unfortunately closed due to everything that's going on in the world. Of course, my table saw is hooked to a Craftsman shop vac. Again, when I need to move the belt sander and do a lot of sanding, I'll just unhook the hose pipe and hook it up here on the table saw and use it there, since I don't have a dedicated dust collection. Up here is my Artisan Pirate banner that my pops designed. This is also the same thing as my sticker. If anyone would want a sticker swap with me, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll be happy to get a sticker out to you. But I had the idea for this logo, told my pops about it, and he come up with this, and it's stuck ever since. It's got the YouTube and Instagram logos on it, as well as Burlington, North Carolina, where I'm at. Custom Flag Man does these. 25 bucks for a banner. You can't beat it. And it's hung there. I do take it down when I travel and hang it on the balcony of wherever I'm staying. Here is all of my grandfather's old levels, as well as the coffee pot me and him always used, hung up here. I couldn't get rid of that. Probably 1,000 cups of coffee have come out of that and was drunk between me and my grandfather. There's his old levels when he worked construction. Some of them, well, all of them are older than I am, actually. Here is my pipe clamps. I don't have a lot of need for clamping up stuff, so I just have the 3 here. A few Hot Wheels cars that I had accidentally picked up doubles of. Just got them hanging here. I love collecting Hot Wheels cars. All of my 1/4-inch material is back here. It's leaned up against the wall to keep it nice and flat. I pick it up at Lowe's. Here is the joiner. This was given to me, and I'm humbled to have this. It is a Delta 6-inch motorized joiner, and it's a beast of a tool. I've got it on a moving base to where I can just pull it out to the middle of the workshop, or put it near the door where I can sweep all the sawdust out. It don't have dust collection on it, unfortunately. I might try to make something where I could still hook the shop vac to it, but that's real cool. And then the biggest upgrade since last year's tour video is this. This is a Next Wave CNC Shark machine. Really, really cool. I think the technical name is the Shark Pro Plus. This was actually given to me, and I'm so blessed and humbled because I know that I would have never been able to afford one without one being given to me. I had a fan of my YouTube channel contact me. They were moving, and they actually had 2 CNC machines, and they wanted to pass one along to me with the condition, if I ever get rid of this CNC machine, that I will pass it along to someone else and not sell it, which of course I would never sell it. There is the laptop that runs it. It runs on Vectric, and mainly what I do is these CNC V-carved signs here. You see one there I've made for a friend to give them, but I've also made a few vessels, meaning like trays and all. There is one I made for Halloween, had candy in it throughout the month of October, and then a little CNC butler tray out of some nice wood here with the CNC machine. No bits come with it, but my pops last year for my birthday got me the Tools Today starter set. There you see the 3 bits I'm using. I mainly use this V-carve bit here to make all the signs out of pallet wood panels, and this middle bit here is what I use to make the pumpkin and the other piece here, the butler tray. I have some CNC panels right here that are ready to go. I'll design a file and screw them down. I'll cut them to size first, screw them down, and do some V-carve signs like the motorcycle one there. But really, really cool. Like I said, a lot of things have changed, but a lot of things have stayed the same. That's about all for this updated shop tour. Let me send you guys home happy. And that, my friends, is the new updated shop tour. Thank you for tuning in. I am so blessed and so humbled by all the new additions this past year out in the workshop, forcing me to change my workflow and how to adapt and rearrange this shop. Again, it is a long shop, it's just narrow, so floor space is always at a premium. I cannot begin to express the gratitude for the CNC machine, the technology that goes with that to run it, the joiner, the new belt and disc sander, the bits for the CNC, the laser engraver, all the new things I've picked up, all the new friends I've made. I am so blessed and so humbled. One thing I did not show you guys on film that I'm looking at right now that I really should have is I picked up a Win air filtration system. I know a lot of people have that out in their workshop, and that is their go-to. As soon as I plugged it in and turned it on and set it on timer for an hour and come back in the workshop, the air quality out here was so much different, and I wish I'd have got one of those years ago. As always, I always wear my dust mask when working on the scroll saw or any tool in general, and also my ear protection. If I'm on the new laser, I have the safety glasses on to protect my eyes. Always look after your health first and foremost, especially some people if they have asthma or just general breathing difficulties like COPD or something. Just take care of everything, and you can be able to make and create for years and years to come, which I hope I'm able to. I hope you enjoyed this shop tour. Not as in-depth as my original one. I figured my long-time subscribers would be here to know everything that's new and everything that's changed around. But again, I'm blessed and humbled, looking forward to an amazing 2022. Got a lot of amazing content planned for you guys this year. Really, really looking forward to it. I want to collaborate with some other woodworkers. I found a bunch of woodworkers that are very close to me that I had no idea were out there. But really, really cool. Looking forward to that, and maybe even expanding the content that I offer on this channel. Let me know what you guys want to see on this channel this year. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. It always encourages me to see the subscriber count grow, and that encourages me to come out here and make these videos and plan these videos and show you amazing and cool projects. That's about all for this one. Remember, guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.